Hi, folks. Today I'm gonna tell you, all that I have seen abroad and in India. So, like I've seen like Muslims, and Muslims are like they pretend to be really pious, pious Muslims, and what I've seen is that that basically they like females and men, and I've seen them, you go to Jamia and forget females, they don't even leave men, and in men they do anal sex and all kind of activities, and these things, then they say, oh no, we are pious Muslims. And there was this guy, in company I was saying, there was this guy called Rashid, and what he used to do, he used to go into company, and in between breaks, what he used to do, he used to switch on the go to porn sites and watch men's asses. And I was like what the hell, this guy, whatever he has to do it at home, man. Don't come to the office and do all these things. But you know they're that much in the brain that they have to have sex, maybe daily or something of that sort. And then they go to antisocial areas, and in these antisocial areas they don't even, they I heard them talking, and the other guy was saying that that they have sex with all these females and they don't even pay them. They run off without paying them. So this is their nature. And these Americans, they first say that we are fair, we provide social justice and stuff like that. And I can tell you, companies like iQuasar, that are so communal. They only employ Muslims, and all that money goes into their zakat, and then zakat fuels all the you know the terrorism, because they've got like very extreme psychology over there, that you would not be able to understand, because you have not seen all that. And all I feel is that they're very, very communal, and they pretend they're so pious and they're so fair. And one of the driver that I was he used to pick me up, he had a problem. Basically, he went to some antisocial area, some clicked some pictures, and that the hard disk that was there, that went missing. So he asked me, like, he was very, like, shaken up. So he was like, I need your help. So I said, what's it? So he's like, this happened and my hard disk is gone. So I said, now what? What can anybody do? We will see you performing on Google. That's what all I can say. And we will see your antics in Google on some site or the other. So, you have to basically evaluate things based on reality and not what people sell. People have two faces. One is for what they want to show to the world, and the other face is actually what they are. From their perspective, they will show that there are very good rules and regulations, and all these rules and regulations are for others. They are not for them. For them, they want to enjoy in their bastardness. And abroad, I was there, and these Muslims, what they say, that we are really pious, but for fucking, they need white meat. You know, that's how they are. And they go to, some masjid and all, and preach all good sermons and stuff like that. One of the person I met abroad was a Pakistani, and I'm telling despite my help, he stole he stole a T-shirt worth like 4 or 5 pounds from from a store. And from that day, I gave him a kick on the butt. you know and the other thing was that I also saw that that their psychology is actually against any of the countries they're living in. They're just there for the money and for the good life, but internally they are totally against them. But these are like, we are citizens, we are citizens, we are citizens. So their leaders don't understand what to do. So like, what can we do? I mean, you have lone wolf attacks and all those attacks. What can we do? You brought them in, you say they are citizens, and then they have these radical ideas and radical, and all they do this bastardness. So what can we do? It's your problem, you solve it yourself. And so this is the reality, not what they project. And coming back to instances of company, they, some of them are such chichoras. What do I say, chichoras in English? I cannot translate that. But they're such chichoras. They say, get a beautiful girl and the rest we will teach. And all these are like hyenas, looking for meat. And you know their nature is not that good. In the chichoras will stick to them in cabs, and then कि मैंने हाथ फिरा दिए उस पे, मैंने ये कर दिया उसका, मैंने ये कर दिया. This is, and that's what they discuss, and that's what is disgusting. And I don't like these kind of people. I mean, if you're having a relationship or anything, keep it to yourself and keep it out of companies. Be professional. She's an employee, you're an employee. Know how to behave yourself. Know how to manage yourself first. If you can manage yourself, then you can manage a team, then you can manage a company, then you can manage the world. But if you cannot manage yourself, then even if you're given a position, you would not be able to perform. And I've seen, all they will say, we need an open-minded girl. But for marriage, they need a Sati Savitri. They want a virgin, she is untouched, and she should not have boyfriends, and nothing doing, and all that things, And, these days, many open-legged females are in demand in companies than females with integrity. So, their business is sex business. That's what their agenda is. And they know how to eat the company out. The rest of them, the rest of them, they will say, to the senior manager, or even to the owner, they will say, that, they'll keep their mind in sex. That's like, the prime example is Kingfisher Airlines. And Kingfisher Airlines, everybody knows what happened. So with such kind of tricky employees, it's like, and culture and everything, the first thing is, keep your mind on the business. Keep your mind on what people are doing. If you take your mind off that, then your company will last for another 2 years, 3 years, not more than that. I can guarantee that. So that's all for today, folks. Bye and take care.